friends. Hello, friends. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am so excited to bring today's broadcast live to you from Istanbul, Turkey. You can see how absolutely gorgeous it is where I am today. I've opted to spend the day by the pool with my dear friend Marita from Finland. I am in Istanbul for a really special opportunity to connect with my teacher and the founder of Theta Healing, Diana Steibel. We are here for a really special training to bring some new tools and new techniques to all of you. And I'm very happy to say, I'm very excited to say that so many of those will be available online. So next month, before I even get started into the energy of the month, I just wanted to share that next month I will be teaching Theta Healing Intensive. And the intensive course will include the basic course, the advanced course, and the dig deeper course. Those are the first 3 levels of Theta Healing. And they will happen in August, for the first 3 weeks of August. And they will be also catered to my dear students in Shanghai. So they will be from 8 a.m. until 11:30 a.m. Shanghai time, and they will be from 8 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. America time. So if you would like to participate in any of my upcoming workshops and classes to get your Theta Healing certification, please by all means let me know and send me a text or an email or something. So first of all, welcome to this new moon. Today is the new moon, and it's an unusual new moon. It's an unusual new moon because you know what? We don't really love to talk about it so much. I'm just going to do a little one of these because I think the view is better on this side. Is that all right? I hope it's all right. So we don't usually talk about this new moon. This new moon is it's the only time really in the calendar year that we have the moon falls, the 2 new moons under one sign. So for example, we have the new moon of Cancer, which happens right now, but we also had a new moon of Cancer exactly 1 month ago. Why do we have two? We have two because it's an unusual opportunity that's happening in the cosmos at this exact time. This is when the sun and the moon are back to back. Because beginning tomorrow, we will enter into the sign of Leo, right? Leo is a sign of the fire, of the sun, and Cancer is the sign of the moon. So the Cancer, being the one who is governed by the moon, is the receiver, right? The receiver, the nurturer, the caregiver, the one who wants to bring all incredible blessings to help manifest the things that the sun brings, right? And the sun only gives fire. It only gives the light. It only gives. But we cannot have just one or the other. We have to have an equal balance of both, right? So if you're giving and you don't have anybody to receive from, what's the point of giving? And if you only receive, take, and you have nothing to take from, what are you taking from? So we learn a really incredibly valuable tool about this energy that we have going on right now, today. So we have a new moon right on the cusp, right here we are in Cancer and Leo, all at the same time, okay? What does this share with us? This shares with us that we want to be really quiet. For the next 2 weeks, for the next 10 days especially, we want to be very quiet, very calm. It is said that during these next 10 days, some of the world's biggest catastrophes happened, if you look back in history. And they're opportunities that we want to really kind of rise above things. So the intensity of energy that is right here, right now, we want to become an observer. We want to become an observer of life, not a participant this week. We want to become an observer. So a voyeur, as I heard Marita was sharing with me today that she learned, we want to be a voyeur of life, but being a voyeur usually comes with a little bit of attachment to judgment, right? What does a voyeur do? A voyeur observes something and gets something out of it, right? They take, the voyeur takes from it. It takes from it. And what we want to do is we want to rise above that energy so that we don't become a part of that judgment. Okay? So, very clearly, obviously, what I'm saying is there's a lot of judgment in the world right now. And we can feel that and we can see that everywhere we're looking, no matter what. And it doesn't matter really where you are, guys. It doesn't matter if you're in the middle of the South of America, Florida, or California, or any of those states that are experiencing really intense energy with the coronavirus, or if you're in Brazil or Russia or any of those other places, or it doesn't matter where you are. Everyone will feel this energy. Nobody is immune to this energy. This energy is here, and we all want to take the opportunity to not fall into judgment and to be able to rise above it. Okay? So what does that mean for us? How do we do it? So you've heard this phrase mind over matter before, right? Mind over matter means, you know what? What looks like on the table is one way, and it feels like I can't have a logical understanding and a reason to be able to make something work, right? So for example, you know, you want something, you want to manifest something, you want to create something, you want to maybe something that requires some money, and you only see that you only have a limited amount of dollars in the bank, but you need a bigger amount of dollars. And so your logical mind says, I can't do this. This is impossible. I don't have enough money. And then fear comes in and judgment comes in and all these other energies come in, right? But what would happen is with mind over matter, we would rise above what is on the table. We would rise above that limited number that's in the bank or whatever the situation is. We would rise above it and say, okay, you know what? I have this desire. I see that I want to manifest. I see what I want to come into my life is this thing, and it's going to require, let's say, for lack of a better term, a miracle. It's going to require a miracle for me to manifest that thing. This is mind over matter. Miracles are mind over matter. So what you would do is you would allow yourself to not get attached. Don't get attached to the situation, that limited number that you see in the bank, and focus on what it is that you do want. Okay? So we're focused on the fact that I only have $10, but I want to do something that costs 100. I see in my bank there's only $10, but really want to do this thing with 100. So I forget about the fact that there's only $10 there. Please understand, guys, this is a metaphor for anything that you want to create in your life. You look and you see that there's only those $10 there, and you say, okay, that's what that is. But I know I'm meant to do this thing, or I'm meant to have this thing, or I'm meant to enjoy this thing, or do this thing. I want to tap into that mind over matter. And I want to rise above it. And I want to say, okay, what else is possible? What else is possible? How can I see from a higher perspective what needs to happen to make me manifest or create this thing that I want to do? And the more we elevate our energy to a lightness about us, instead of getting stuck in that heaviness, the lightness helps our mind over matter manifest more quickly. And then you never know what's going to happen. You don't know what kind of miracles are going to come in and sweep you up. And you're going to go, oh my gosh, how did I create? All of a sudden, there's $1,000 in my bank. You never know. You never know. You could step on something that's valuable that you could sell, or somebody could send you a check because of something that you did in the past or that they're appreciative of. There's a myriad of things and possibilities that we don't see with our logical minds. Guys, this week, the universe is going to test you so hard to only see what is logical. It is only going to test you to say, okay, you know what? My glass is half full or half empty. This is the reality. My glass is half empty. But I could say, when it's empty, guess what I can do? I can call the waiter and he can come over and he can bring me another. So then I can have more. So that means I'm almost done with this one, so I can have another one. Or I can say, you know what? I enjoyed this part of this. I enjoyed this part of my drink so much. It was so delicious. I'm so looking forward to the rest. Everything, my friends, is about perception. Everything is about perception. Even so much more now, right now, in this week, in the next 10 days. Our perception. I will share something really powerful that has happened to me since I've been here in Istanbul. I arrived in Istanbul on Wednesday or Thursday of last week, and in America, I feel like I've gotten used to a way of being in which I feel like I'm always on the phone, or not always on the phone, like I'm always watching. Whoops! Wow. Okay. Well, that was a message for us, right? So it feels like there is in America. When I'm in America, I'm always watching the news, right? I always have like CNN in on the background. I always have CNN on the background because I'm usually working or focusing on something else. And so I don't really, every once in a while I'll tune in and see what the coronavirus numbers are or see whatever is going on. And that's fine and that's good and there's nothing wrong with that, but it does create a belief. It does create an awareness. It creates a belief about me. Okay, so if I'm watching all these numbers going up in Florida, I need to now care about my family who's in Florida, who's in Orlando. That makes me a little bit more anxious, a little bit more fearful, a little bit more concerned, right? Mind you, I haven't spoken to my parents directly about the situation. I'm just gathering the situation from CNN, right? I can see, California is shutting down, and oh my gosh, what about this person and that person? All of a sudden, we're getting inundated with all of that material and all of that material and all that material, and we're starting to worry, 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 fear, 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 drama, 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 drama. What the craziest thing that I've noticed here in Istanbul is, first of all, everybody is very respectful of the pandemic, right? People wear masks when they go out, they wash their hands, they take your temperature when you go to some stores. I go to Starbucks this morning, and they took your temperature. They're doing those things to be cautious, yet you don't really feel so interrogated, for lack of a better term, by this global pandemic. That's one thing. So you're aware that it's happening. You're aware of being able to take care of other people and to being aware, being more mindful of the world that you're in, the situation that we're all in. However, I'm not watching CNN, so I have no clue what's going on in America. I have no clue, no clue at all. But I speak to my parents, I speak to my family in Florida, and I ask them, and they tell me the numbers are going up. So I'm receiving the same information that I would receive on CNN, right? And then I focus on what's important. How are you? How are you guys doing? We're great. We're relaxed. We're hanging out. We're taking care of each other. We're cooking more. We're doing this. We're doing that. So now those fears that I would have assumed about the numbers getting so high in Florida that I'm so scared, now I don't have to worry about my family because I'm more connected to my family. So all of a sudden, the perception changes when we're not inundated by all of this, what's on the table, what's on the plate, what's being presented to you. Okay. So here in Istanbul, I don't watch the news. And I just heard from somebody told me the other day, oh my gosh, the numbers are up in America. This is crazy. And I was like, really? Yeah, it was the worst day ever. And it was crazy. La, 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 la. And I'm thinking, wow, for the last 4 days, I had no clue what was going on. And it took somebody to come in and tell me this. And it made me say, wow, this reality that I am living in right now is my reality. Okay. I am not a part of that. I have not thrown myself into that mix by virtue of somebody else, whether it's television, whether it's the news or whatever, trying to tell me what's going on. I am informed. I know that there's a crisis going on in America. I know that the numbers are up. I know that we have a global pandemic. But I'm not getting so involved in it. I'm not allowing myself to be a part of it in a way where I attach my energy to it and it becomes something that sucks me dry. Understand what we're talking about today? The energy of the moon sucks. It sucks. It takes, it takes, it takes. What I want to do is I want to be a giver. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to rise high and high and high above this energy to be a giver, to not fall into this trap, to choose to go mind over matter. So because we hear that the energy is intense this week, guess what? We don't have to. That doesn't have to be our reality. I can tell you right now, as you look and see this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place that I am in, I'm not going to let negativity, I'm not going to let the energy of the week determine how I'm going to live my life or how I'm going to have fun or how I'm going to nurture my soul, how I'm going to nurture my family and my friends from afar. I'm choosing to not get involved with that. So this week, guys, we want to choose not to get involved in judgment. We want to choose to allow ourselves to be so high above all the drama that we can see like a bird and we can see what's going on. And when we need to, we can sweep in and take what we need, do what we need, and get out. So I can sweep in, I can check in on my parents, I can see that they're okay, and I can get out. I don't need to stay in the drama of Florida. I can get out. So this week, the next 10 days especially, really I say for the next 2 weeks. I think for the next 2 weeks we should lay low. But after that, it's going to be fucking awesome. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Huge revelations, huge miracles coming into our lives. 2 weeks, in 2 weeks, in 2 weeks later. Hi, Betsy. I'm so happy to see you here, my love. Thank you so much for joining, as always. Thank you to everyone who is joining. Okay, so one thing that I want to inspire us to do, whatever this message is that you are taking away from this message today, I would like for you to share what you learned with somebody else. The more people are aware and conscious of what's going on, we can help create a change. We can create a change in our lives. We can contribute a change in the world. So whatever you took from what I just shared with you, I want you to now find somebody who you're close to. Okay? Find somebody that you're close to. And as you find that person that you're close to, I want you to share what you took away. I want you to share that there's judgment right now. We have to be extra cautious of judgment, to not get involved in the petty details and the judgments and the trying to see only the negative. And I want you to share this, whatever you took away with that other person. Hopefully it's somebody very close to you, like a partner, a spouse, or a son or a daughter, somebody that your parents, somebody you see close to you, that you see regularly. And then I want you to hold each other accountable. Okay? So for example, my friend Betsy, who's in Maine, for example, Betsy, I see your name here. Actually, I'll use also my friend Marita. My friend Marita is actually at the pool with me watching this as we speak. So Marita and I are going to hold each other accountable. Here, I'm already throwing you into the mix, Marita. I hope you don't mind. So we're going to hold each other accountable for keeping each other out of judgment. So as we hold each other, as we're aware of each other's energy, what's going to happen is when I'm going to ask my friend Marita to tell me if she hears me saying, if she notices me getting caught in judgment. And what does that mean? That means attaching a point of view or a belief that is negative to something, a person, place, or situation around me. I'm going to ask Marita to keep me accountable. And whenever she hears me saying that, I'm going to have a code word with her. So my code word with Marita is going to be love. Okay? So every time that Marita catches me in judgment, she's liking this, she's following me here. Every time, Marita, you catch me in judgment in the next 2 weeks, I want you to say, hey, Daniel, love, and I'll know exactly what you're talking about. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to transform that, and I'm going to remove myself from attaching myself to that judgment or that point of view, and I'm going to change my perception. Okay? So find somebody who's close to you that you can hold each other accountable for your words and your actions and your thoughts. And I know it's not easy, but you will create a completely different reality for yourself this week, my friends. And once we create a different reality for ourselves, we create a completely different reality for ourselves in our body, in our mind, and in our spirit. I am here doing an intense theta healing training. And one of the things Vienna, who's the founder of Theta Healing, always says is, you know what, guys? Our cells are taking on everything. The cells of our body are taking on everything. So if you want health, if you want happiness, if you want joy, we have to change the nature of our cells. We have to show ourselves that we know how to choose love instead of fear and instead of judgment. This is the tool for the next 2 weeks. So as you noticed, I said we're going to call this an observation today instead of a meditation. Why are we doing that? Because you know what? Today, I don't want to connect to the energy. I want to be above it. So would you like to join me for Again, this is so completely divinely inspired. I had no idea what this is going to look like, but today, in this moment, we're going to do an observation of the energy. Oh, Isaac and Bernice, mwah, 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 mwah. I love you guys so, so, so much. Oy, I'm gonna cry. I'll see you soon. My as you guys who those of you who tuned in onto my Thursday program a couple of weeks ago, I introduced you to my sweet baby Isaac, and I'm excited to see him and spend time with him next month with Bernice. Hillary, so wonderful, wonderful to see you. Wonderful, wonderful to see you. Okay, let's do an observation. Okay, so let's go in. Okay, still same mechanism applies. We're just not going to get involved in the energy. We're going to be above the energy. So let's take a second and let's focus on we're going to focus on this chakra. Okay, this is the chakra of the core, the self, right here. Okay, this is our solar plexus chakra. It's right below the sternum. Okay, this is what we are focusing on today. Our strength and our power lies within us. It is not in anything else. It is not in the world around you. It is in nothing. It is here. Okay? So I want you to take a second and observe this incredible energy that's in our solar plexus. And I always tell people when we're working with the solar plexus, we can see it like the sun. Remember, the sun is the energy that controls the energy of Leo. So this is the energy that we're in, and we want to nurture the sun that is within us. So take a second and focus on the solar plexus. And as you focus on that sun, I want you to feel the sun getting brighter and brighter and brighter. And as you're focusing on the sun, as you're focusing on that heat, as you're focusing on that energy, I want you to recognize that you are one with that energy. You are one with that sun. You are one with that sharing, giving force in the universe that is endless. Focus. As you observe the sun getting bigger and bigger and bigger, all of a sudden you are the sun. And expand out wherever you are. Allow the energy of the sun, the energy of your sun that you are, to expand out past the environment that you're in. And now, as we begin to merge all of our sun with the physical location that we're in, we're going to expand out of that sun. We're going to expand out with our sun further and further and further. Watch that energy just go, expanding. Just like fire, fire takes hold of whatever it gets a hold of. Imagine your incredibly, incredibly passionate fire expanding out into the entire universe. And now we're going to expand out further and further and further until we exit the physical realm of the universe. And we go further and further and further out past different layers of light and further and further and further until we're above the stars, above all of the influence of energy, of challenges, of negativity, of struggle. We're above it. See yourself above it. See yourself elevating higher and higher and higher through this golden layer where you're meeting with the angels of the world and you see them carry you. Expand your sun out as the angels carry you into this incredibly palpable energy that feels almost like liquid, and you pass through that energy and your sun begins to emerge into this beautiful pink haze, which is the law of compassion. And all of a sudden, the heat that you feel from the sun becomes pure compassion. And allow that energy to pulsate and push through until you come into this pearly-like essence, which is the creator of all that is, which is every atom and molecule that has ever existed in time, from the beginning of time, from now, and that will ever exist. And as you emerge there, imagine your sun dissolving, all of those atoms and molecules dissolving into thin air. And all of a sudden you become one with everything in the universe. And so I'm going to offer you some energies here, my friend. All I want you to say is, say yes to receive them. Would you like to know how to hold this energy in every moment and every space in your life? and to know how to be centered and focused and grounded in this energy at all times. If you would like that, say yes. Would you like to know how to always choose the high road is what I hear. Like choose the high road. Choose up. Choose up, 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 up. Right? Choose mind over matter. Choose to elevate yourself from any of the challenges or negativity that you see around you. Focus that energy. If you would like to receive that download, say yes. Would you like to know what it feels like and that you know how to recognize your power and to be fully in your power, but also to be humble? To be humble in your power, to recognize that true power comes with great humility. Would you like to know the Creator's definition, highest perspective and understanding of humility? If you would like that, say yes. And this month, there's a tremendous amount of ego that's involved. Ego, ego, ego. My way, my way, my way. Me, 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 me. But there is something that is called good ego, and that's called self-confidence. So we want to take the time right now to know how to master self-confidence. Would you like to know what it feels like? That you know how to, when to, and where to, and that it's safe for you to master the energy of self-confidence in the highest and best and easiest and most nurturing and loving way possible. So something is really coming up about food, guys. So um, let's see what this means. Gluttony. Gluttony, right? One of the 7 deadly sins. So let's be mindful of our gluttonous nature this month. Okay, so let's be mindful of being able to choose wisely how we see and fulfill our desires, both in food and also pleasures and whatever. And let's take a second this week, in the next 2 weeks especially, to really, really be able to say, you know what? Do I need that? Does my body want that? Does my body want that? Not my ego. Does my body want that new dress? Does my body want to eat that pizza? And talk to your body. Ask your body. Your body's going to be honest with you. Your body's going to say, no, we don't want that. It's usually just our ego that we're feeding in excess. So would you like to know how to choose how to feed your soul instead of your ego? If you would like that, say yes. So what you might do instead is you might take the opportunity instead to, if you have a midnight snack craving that you know is not healthy or good for you, you might choose to pick up your book instead. Right now, I'm learning several different languages at the same time. I know, fucking crazy. But you know what? When I have these late night desires now, what I do is I turn to my phone and I pull out my Duolingo, and I'll practice some of my Spanish or my Hebrew or my Indonesian. And so we're always constantly having the opportunity to try new things, to go after new things. This is a good lesson this month, guys. So you're going to want to fall into this trap of being served. You're going to feel entitled to being served. Gimme, gimme, gimme. I know better. This is what's right. Rise above it. How can we share our knowledge and our wisdom with those who we love around you? Would you like to know how to do that? Would you like to know how to do that, and it is safe for you to do that and to share that energy with those that you love around you without having to be attached to what they think? If you would like to know that, say yes. Would you like to know how to share from your heart in all of its expressions and all of its beautiful, beautiful energies of colors without being attached to the outcome? Nice. And also, for the same respect, would you like to know how to receive? And that you know how to receive the gifts and the blessings and the abundance of people, places, and situations around you and the universe around you. If you would like to know how to receive in an equal balance and harmony, say yes. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Last but not least, would you like to know that you are aligned with the energy of the highest, of Creator's energy, the Creator's energy? Would you like to know how to be elevated and connected to creator's energy, which is above all time, space, and motion, which is above all the stars, which is above all astral influence. If you would like to know what it feels like to stay connected and to know the creator's love at every second of your life, say yes. Last but not least, may I download you, my friends, with unconditional love, and that you know what it feels like to experience and know unconditional love in every cell of your body. From this moment forward, in all lifetimes that you have ever lived, and in every moment of your life. If you would like that, say yes. Now take your hands and put them on your solar plexus. Repeat after me. I am strong. I am confident. I am success. I am strong. I am confident. I am success. I am strong. I am confident. I am success. I am love. I am love. I am love. I am an endless giving force in the universe. I am an endless giving force in the universe. I am a giving endless force in the universe. I am worthy of receiving all of life's blessings. I am worthy of receiving all of life's blessings. I am worthy of receiving all of life's blessings. And now move up to your heart. Put two hands over your heart. And honor and recognize how amazing you are, and how divine and how special you are, and how this world needs your light. This world would not be this world without you. As the great Talmud says, we want to live every experience of our life as though we are nothing but a grain of salt, a grain of sand. And we also want to live our life, every second of our life, imagining that the world was created for us. The entire world is created for us, but we are nothing but a speck of dust. So there's a balance in there, you see. Now you can open your eyes. You can see. You can see, you can see, you can see. There's a perfect balance in everything in the world. That's what we want to attach ourselves to. So thank you. Yes, Jamie, I'm so excited to chat with you tomorrow. I can't wait. Oh, thank you, Betsy. Betsy says there's been a miracle for a suffering sick person I did a healing for. Yes, through the Creator, we can do many, many amazing healings for everyone. And please send my love to her. And also, Martha Madison, I love you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you all. Thank you all so much for coming. Thank you all so much for contributing your energy. I humbly ask for you to please share this video if you learned something or if you took something from it. And I look forward to seeing you all very, very soon. Please join me on Thursday. On Thursday, we're going to resume the Power Play series, learning how to play and learning how to have fun and learning how to tap into the best parts of our childhood. All right, my friends. So goodbye from lovely Istanbul. I wish I could tell you how to say goodbye in Turkish, although I don't know how. But I can say, what can I say? I did learn a little bit of Turkish. One word that I seem to struggle with. Never mind. I'm not even going to make an ass of myself. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Mwah.